So here's what I want you to know. Every conversation matters. I don't care if your kids are 3 years old or if they're 30 years old. When you're able to have a conversation, it creates clarity. It gives a roadmap if something happens and people will now know what to do. And it also helps you to understand where you are, where the person you're talking is, and where you guys can go from there. I'm going to tell you, when I lost my mom, it was a devastating time in my life. However, over time, I was able to regroup and rewrite my story in life because I became a stronger person. I never realized how much I actually relied on my mom until she was no longer here. But I'm going to tell you, the thing that's important about leaving a great legacy with your family is, even though your body may physically be gone, the words that you speak over people, the words that you speak over yourself, and the words that you speak to people stay with that person or persons long after you have left. My mom has been gone for close to 3 years now, and there is not a day that doesn't go by. If I have a hard scenario going on in my life, I can hear her giving me instructions from a conversation that we have, and it just pops back up like a teleprompter. I can hear it just as clear as day. I can look at the scenario and be like, oh, this is what my mom meant. Now, in that day and time, I was probably about 10, 12 years old when my mom was starting to talk to me about everyday life situations. And it didn't make sense to me. I was like, why is she telling me this stuff? But I am so grateful that my mom was able to look past where I was and to see where I would be, who I could be, and speak to that person. She planted the seeds that helped me to be the woman that I am today. So she talked to me about life. She talked to me about death. She said, if anything happens to me, no, I want this, this, and this done. And those are the things that I absolutely relied on in time when she passed away unexpectedly. And everything, every seed that she planted was not wasted. It was something that absolutely came back to my memory. And the things that my mom taught me are things that I actually pass on to my girls. I speak life over my kids. I pray over my kids. And I teach my kids to do the same thing for themselves. When they're having hard situations in life, I let them know what you say, what you do, what you don't do, or what you don't say can have the best or worst impact on another person, and you'll never really know the full impact until you pass on to the other side and you get to see how all things work together. So I want you to know your words are like glue, okay? It binds people together, it binds situations together, and it helps you to remember why certain things are very important. It's good to have things. It's good to have stuff. You need a place to live, a car to drive, food to eat. But that is not who you are. That's not what you do. Who we are people of meaning, and we want to live a life and have a legacy that outlives us, far outlives us, and that keeps going on for generation to generation. So know that every conversation you have with your kids matters. Every time you yell at them, every time you love on them, every time that you speak words of life or words of hate, words of anger, those are seeds that get planted and they can grow either for the better or for the worse. So make sure that when you are speaking words, you're speaking words that are going to allow you to live a life that's well beyond your meaning. And it's also going to allow your kids, the person you love, to grow and be the best version of themselves. Let's always be thinking about how we can better people, even when they're not that nice to us in the first place. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next video.